Oh, horrible. That hurt. That sniffing really kills me. So, I took out my art supplies, and I had recently bought a Stan Lee edition of How to Draw Marvel comic book characters. And so I was thinking, what character do I really like and that I want to alter or, change, in other words, redesign to make better, in my own opinion. Come on, Mama, up. Good girl. So I really thought about it, and I look beside myself and I see my white tiger character figure hanging on the wall. Still have it in its package, as I do like other characters. And I thought, maybe a white tiger would be cool. I would change who White Tiger's true identity is to someone I think would do better. A character of my own creation, basically, is what it becomes. Just a re-envision of the character. And so instead of making White Tiger a female, I would make it a him, a male, Caucasian, dark brown eyes, dark brown hair, maybe a goatee or a beard, around the age of 30 or so. So basically me. And how, if I was a comic book character, that's the costume I'd go with and whatnot. So I'm going over in my head, what kind of special abilities would I want this new White Tiger interpretation to be? Come on, Mama! And the standard enhanced physical abilities like strength, speed, durability, reflexes, agility, all that jazz. And then something more special, like a mutation, like what mutants have in the X-Men part of the universe. So I'm thinking maybe like a super roar, something like that. A super roar, like raw. And it could like break the sound barrier and shatter windows and stuff like that. Maybe disorient his opponents, his enemies. Maybe even something more. And the costume would be like a White Tiger costume. It would basically be a suit made of vibranium, like Black Panther's, with the ability to soak up kinetic impact forces and redistribute it throughout his costume for like added strength or speed or something. And like Black Panther made it especially for him. Thinking, okay, what if the character had a disability? Like say, quite like me, I have a really bad right knee. I lose balance, it buckles, and I trip and fall a lot. So why doesn't he have like a shattered knee and nothing, not even surgery, seems to fix it? But then T'Challa, aka Black Panther, pops in and says, "Hey, we got this prototype knee brace that is filled with like nanobots or something that will help rebuild his knee and keep him stabilized." So I'm thinking maybe that's a cool idea. Alright, so that's basis of it. And like the design of the costume will actually look like kind of like Black Panthers, but in white tiger fashion. Black stripes, it's all armored. It'll have like light up segments or something, light up line work maybe, glowing eyes, maybe even like a jewel or something. But I want to make him distinguishably, whatever that word is, distinguishedly different than Black Panther. But like he'll know martial arts, so he'll be able to fight. And so, that brings up, what kind of weapon would he use? Maybe he'd use, since the spear is my most favorite weapon, I try to use that in any game that has it. So maybe a spear will be his weapon of choice. Like he'll also have like vibranium claws or adamantium claws on his fingers and toes. He'll be able to slice through practically everything. That could be a weapon. So like, that would be a really cool character. So I went out to the living room, turned on the Wild Geographic channel, I forgot what it's called, probably that, and laid down on the floor. My mate came over to lay with me, to sit by me, and I was attempting to draw, and then all of a sudden I just lost all interest in doing it, which was weird. I got so excited to finally make a character and make a picture of him, draw him out myself, and then I just totally lost interest in doing it. Come on, my man. I guess really uncomfortable, and I was really uncomfortable on the floor. Started to hurt. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna not do this right now. I'll do it when I'm feeling just a little bit better. But yeah, so White Tiger, named White Tiger. The other White Tiger characters. First one was a Hispanic dude named Hector Ayala, I think, from Marvel Comics. And I'm reading the first comic that he's in, that he's introduced in, which is the Spectacular Spider-Man. This way! Spectacular Spider-Man issue 9 in 1976. And I'm reading that comic, and it has Hector showing up to a protest for a university being closed down that Peter Parker, Spider-Man, went to for, having lost many days of education, schoolwork for him to catch up on. And Hector's there. He's part of the protest. Peter wants to know what's going on. He starts questioning everything. And Hector goes, "It's because we're Hispanic and black." I'm like, what? Where the hell is that coming from? It was just awkward. It was an awkward, just because we're Hispanics and we're blacks, and that's why you're closing it down. I'm like, oh, great. Racism. Lovely. And like the next panel down, he's accusing everybody of being racist. Like, are you shitting me right now? Come on. That's not why they're closing down. They even told you they don't have money. Well, why don't you sell those something, manuscripts to something that's like over a few $100 million or something like that. And why don't you trade those in or sell those to get money so you can keep the school open? And I understand why they didn't, because it was the pride and joy of the university. If they sold that, it basically mean nothing for the university. All that money would be blown away for the university, but it wouldn't really last long. So everybody, apparently, because there's more I saw a couple white people in the protest on the panels, and they were protesting too. Even Spider-Man was protesting. Peter Parker, I mean. So I got a little laugh out of that because I thought it was ridiculous. I guess in that era, universities were having trouble keeping their non-whites a part of the school systems. But yeah, it was ridiculous. Had a laugh at it. I wasn't done reading it before I came out here. So once I go back in, I want to finish it. This way. Good girl. Come on. There you go. Come on. But yeah, White Tiger would be a cool new character. I don't know about. I mean, I can draw and I can ink, but my inking ability is not that great. The coloring is another thing. I can't color that great either. I mean, my coloring is a hell of a lot worse than my inking. And that's because the colors I pick that I think will work don't necessarily work out. Blending is a bitch as well. I'll pick out two colors that are relatively similar, like a dark red and a darker red. And I put the dark red down first, and then I use the darker red to give it a little shadow. And why it barely works for me is questionable, because every single time I try, it doesn't work properly. It doesn't work the way that I want it to, so the coloring is off. Maybe I did buy a scanner for my computer. It's pretty dope. So maybe when I get to the drawing the picture, I can scan it and ask somebody to color it for me. Maybe even ink it for me too. That'd be cool. Oh, Phil's not out again. That's alright. Wanna go back home? Want to go back home? Want to go that way? Where you going? Where you going? There's nothing over there. Trash in there. Okay, Mama, come on. Come on. Hey, come on. Goofy. Goofy girl. My goofy girl. Wrong way. Get over here. Get over here, butthead. Yeah. I can't wait for her leg to feel better and my back to feel better, and we can finally go back to. Maybe I'll take her to the park tomorrow. Of course, we'll see. We'll see how her leg goes. Anyway, take care, guys.